Texas Tech men's tennis coach Danny Whitehead has resigned due to personal reasons. Now the interim coach is Michael Breller, Breler, as interim coach for this upcoming spring. And Parker Wynn was a volunteer assistant. Now he's going to be to an assistant coach now. So yeah, this is a little shocker to me because I thought he would have waited at least till the spring to be over with. I mean, and I get it's a lot of duties and all, but it's just I would have if something had to come up, I understand. I'm just saying it's just a little shock that he just resigned after the fall is over. Don't be shocked if there's some of these commits they had, or even these Sundays in the past. I mean, in the past 2 years, he was only there for 3 years. Granted, last 2 years NCAA tournament because 2020 did it. You couldn't participate in it. He was overall 39 and 25, and it's like they advanced it around to 32 last year. I mean, in the 2021 campaign. So, as for last year, I'm gonna look that up. They were 14 and 12, 2 and 3 in the conference, and they were beaten in the first round of the NCAA tournament. Granted. And his first year was 13, so it's 27. Yeah, that's a little surprising that he left. Now Texas Tech definitely has new women's and men's head tennis coaches now. With really recently here. Now Tennessee, for their schedule for this spring, it's not going to be easy. They play Tennessee, who is a potential national champion team, first match of the year at their place in Knoxville. That's not going to be an easy match. They play Charlotte. They were like on the outside looking in for the NCAA tournament last year. So, I mean, that's in back-to-back days. Granted, they got Louisiana, which is not an NCAA tournament team. They have to play Utah. Men's tennis, I don't think they made the NCAA tournament last year, but I'm going to double check real fast. But I don't expect them to, even if they beat Utah, they would get past TCU. I don't. Yeah, Utah made the NCAA tournament last year as a round of 32. So that's an NCAA tournament team. That's a pick 'em to me. But Gonzaga, I would think they were not an NCAA tournament team last year. But I'm going to double check. They were 18-6 last year, but they didn't make the NCAA tournament. So, yeah, they have to play Wichita State at Wichita State. Tulsa made the NCAA tournament. UTGRV didn't, And I believe Christian did. Of course, they got national indoors. I don't know about the Blue Gray National Tennis Classic on what teams are going to be involved in that, so I can't really say. But I would think 2 matches at least. Then they got SMU. That's an NCAA tournament team. I don't know about the spring break tournament for Arizona State. So I know Oregon. I know BYU didn't make the NCAA tournament, but Oregon, I don't think so. Of course, they got Big 12 like Baylor. That's an NCAA tournament team. Practically every team in the Big 12 except Oklahoma State didn't make except Oklahoma State made the NCAA tournament last year. So that's granted. I mean, that just shows how good the conference is, and it's not going to be easy. Oklahoma's getting better, a little bit better, but I don't know. Oklahoma's getting better. Of course, the top 3 are simple: Texas, Baylor, and TCU. That's just going to be too challenging to deal with for the top 3 this year. Yeah, Oregon didn't make the NCAA tournament last year, like I thought, because Middle Tennessee made the NCAA tournament last year. They even should have hosted if it wasn't for their own doing of not putting a bid in for the host site. Of course, like I said about the Big 12, and they got the Big 12 tournament, and that's in Lawrence, Kansas. It's a somewhat manageable schedule, but it's not going to be easy because Middle Tennessee is a good team, and yes, it's even at home. But I mean, that's not a lot of easy matches there, and that's I'm pretty sure. Yeah, they didn't list the teams for that Blue Gray Classic or the Arizona State Spring Break Invitational for in those 3 days. They didn't mention that at all. So yeah, then they only have 7 home matches this year. Not a lot. I mean, considering they have like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22 matches. Majority of that is either neutral site or on the road. That's not including the Big 12 tournament, mind you. 1 day. So yeah, it's a little bit interesting what's going to happen there now with the new head coach and everything. I just wonder if he was forced out other than personal reasons. I don't know. Because it's kind of like that Texas Tech women's tennis coach had that issue too. So, I don't know what's going on. So, anyways, I just want to break this down in terms of like what's going to mean for them going forward to this season, as well as what's going to happen to the rest of the coaching staff. And of course, they might have to find a new head coach right after the season, unless this assistant at the interim is going to be a head coach. I just want to break that down like I do on the dance floor. Like and subscribe if you haven't already. That's going to forward to subscribe some more by the end of this year or sometime in the future. And we'll see down the line what happens here.